Do you feel like your prayers are bouncing off the ceiling, unanswered, unheard? Are you tired of whispering hopes into the wind, watching them scatter and fade away? Today, I want you to press pause on the background noise of doubt and tune in to a single powerful truth. God is still willing to heal, willing. Regardless of how long you've waited, how many setbacks you've faced, or how deeply you feel like you've been let down, the heart of the Father still yearns to mend what's broken within you. But how do we tap into this well of divine healing? How do we shift the static of discouragement to the frequency of faith? Allow me to take you back to a time when healing wasn't a matter of opinion, but a moment of divine intervention. Imagine a man riddled with leprosy. Leprosy, a disease not merely of the body, but of social standing, an outcast, unclean, separated from the community he once belonged to. Yet, amidst his isolation, he heard a rumor, a whisper of hope. They said a rabbi, a healer, a wonder worker named Jesus was nearby. And with nothing left to lose, he did what any desperate soul would do. He journeyed to find him. When he finally laid his mat at Jesus' feet, he didn't demand attention. He didn't beg for pity. All he did was fall to his knees and in a hushed whisper, utter the words that changed everything. "Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean." Mark 1 verse 40. Now notice what he didn't say. He didn't bargain. He didn't threaten. He simply surrendered his brokenness to the one who had the power to heal him. And that right there, my friends, is the key that unlocks the doors of divine healing. It's not about how long we've suffered, our track record of obedience, or how loud our voices can get. It's about how humbly we can bow before the Father and surrender our broken pieces to Him. The leper had nothing left to lose. He laid everything on the line, and in that moment of complete surrender, something extraordinary happened. Healing poured out. The power of the divine flowed into him and made him whole. It wasn't a gradual process. It wasn't a hope for improvement. It was instant, complete, and undeniable. As if his leprosy had never existed. That's the kind of healing that God is still in the business of doing. That's the kind of healing that He desires to pour into your life right now. But it all begins with a simple whisper, a surrender of the will, a choice to trust. It's a quiet revolution against the status quo, a quiet declaration that says, God, I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of carrying this burden. I'm tired of hoping for a breakthrough. I choose to believe that you can heal me. This isn't just a story from the past. It's a blueprint for the present. It's a manual for your healing. Do you hear that? God is still willing to heal. He doesn't take pleasure in keeping you sick, broken, or hurting. The truth is, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13, verse 8. The God who touched the leper still sits on the throne waiting to touch you. The God who raised Lazarus from the dead is waiting to raise your hopes, your dreams, and your health. But there's a catch. Just like the leper, you must come to Him with a heart that's willing to surrender, willing to trust, willing to believe that He is who He says He is, and that He has the power to do what only He can do. Surrender your struggle to Him, your pain, your fear, your doubt. Release them all, and watch what happens when you whisper, Lord, if you are willing, you can heal me. You might be thinking, but Pastor, I've prayed this way for so long and I still haven't received an answer. I still haven't seen a change. I still haven't felt the healing touch of God. Well, here's what I want you to remember. Healing isn't always an instant event. Sometimes it's a process, a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and an unwavering trust in the divine. But that doesn't mean God isn't working. It just means He's working in His time, in His way, in His wisdom. Remember the woman with the issue of blood? She bled for 12 years, spent all her money on doctors, and her condition only got worse. But then she heard about Jesus and His power to heal. Instead of demanding attention, she stayed in the background. She knew she couldn't call Jesus to her, so she moved closer to him. And as she touched the edge of his garment, she whispered her faith into existence, and instantly her healing flowed. It wasn't because she was special, but because she believed. She didn't see Jesus, but she trusted his power. And that's the kind of faith that moves mountains. It doesn't need a spectacle, a sign, or a promise. It just needs a belief in the unseen. And here's the incredible thing. Her healing didn't depend on how much she wanted it or how loudly she proclaimed it. It depended on how deeply she believed it. See, healing isn't just about physical health. It's about wholeness of spirit, mind, and soul. It's about being made whole in every aspect of your being. It's about being set free from the chains that bind you, whether they're visible or invisible. And guess what? God still has the power to break those chains. All you need to do is surrender your will to His, believe in His promises, and trust in His timing. So my friend, if you've been whispering hopes into the wind and haven't seen the results you were hoping for, don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Don't lose faith. Instead, press closer to Jesus, believe in His promises, and surrender your will to His. Whisper this prayer from the depths of your heart. Lord, I am tired of carrying this burden. I am tired of living in pain. I am tired of hoping for a miracle. I choose to believe that you can heal me. I choose to trust in your timing. I choose to surrender my will to yours. Lord, I believe you are willing to heal me. Help me to believe that you are able to heal me too. Believe it, embrace it, and live into it. And as you do, remember the words of the Apostle James. Therefore, confess your sins to God. Resist the devil and know that he will flee. Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Resist the devil and he will flee. Make no mistake, the enemy attacks your health, your joy, your peace, and your faith. But remember, you are not alone in this battle. You have an army behind you. You have a victory already won for you, and you have a God who desires to heal you. Don't give up. Don't give in. God is still willing to heal. And all it takes is a whisper of faith to unlock the floodgates of His power. Will you whisper that prayer today? Will you surrender your struggles to Him? Will you trust in His promises? If so, I want you to stand with me and repeat after me. Lord, I believe you are willing to heal me. Help me to believe that you are able to heal me too. Say it with conviction, with passion, and with faith. And as you do, know that you're not just praying, you're declaring, you're prophesying, you're releasing the power of God into your life. Don't stop believing, don't stop hoping, don't stop praying. Keep whispering your faith into existence and watch what happens when you believe that God is still in the healing business.